Okay, the racing mower is looking kind of bare right now. I got the hood taken off. I'll show you that in a second. Unfortunately, it was in a minor accident. We just had a major storm roll through here, almost a tornado. And unfortunately, the hood got a little on the damaged side. I'll show that in a second. But I figured I'd take it off so I can do a couple different things on this machine. For one, the wiring. And two, it's a lot easier to get the engine in. It's actually the first time I've had the hood off of this machine since I bought it. It's not the easiest to take off, that's for sure. It has a total of 9 bolts, 4 in both of these front brackets, so 4 each. Then it has the 9th one right here on this, which is kind of weird. It only has one of those bars that come forward. It looks like they were planning on doing 2. I think I mentioned this in a previous video, but they didn't. This is where it comes off of right here on the dash, and there's no like roughness or nothing like where they grinded it down on the other side there. So they only put one on, which isn't a big deal. So the plan is, this engine's coming out. I'm going to get the new engine, or the 12.5 horsepower, bolted in, hoping I can retain my front battery box. It's the whole reason why I'm doing this. I'd like to retain my front battery box. I think I kind of need it for weight. I was originally going to run a sealed cell battery, similar to what's in a jumper pack. But I don't really want to go that route on this. I'd rather go with a standard lawnmower battery and just run the biggest lawnmower battery I can run on this machine. The charging system will be functioning, but I would like to run the biggest lawnmower battery I can run. So anyways, I kind of got off topic there. You got to actually remove the front bumper, which is actually 2 bolts. That comes off, then you remove the 9 bolts that are holding the hood, and the hood comes off, and you're pretty good. So it's actually going to keep with the hood off until the machine is done. At this moment, I don't really want to put it back on and have to deal with working around the hood and having the hood get damaged. I'll have to work around this right here enough, which should be okay. I'm even going to do test and tune with the hood off. It'll just, like I said, make it so much easier. Okay, here's the hood. It was not sitting here when the storm rolled through. It was sitting in a different spot, which I'll show you in a second. But unfortunately, it got a few new scratches on it, which isn't a huge deal. The hood's going to be repainted. It's actually going the vitamin C orange, or Hemi orange, whatever you want to call it. I know Tyler from Hoovy's Garage called it vitamin C orange. I've always known it as Hemi orange, so I'm not really sure what the exact color is, but that is what the color of the hood will be going. The rest of the body will probably be staying, or probably will be going black. It's currently gray. I'll probably go black on that, and the parts that are diamond will be staying diamond. Okay, here is the front bumper. So like I said, this here will be going black. And this here is a hitch plate I chopped off that parts tractor that the 21 horse came out of. I'm going to try and make this work on the back of the racing lawnmower, which I'll show in a second. As you can see how they build these, they don't even give you any room to add different brackets for different rear ends. It's all molded in place. But what I'm thinking about doing is, you still have a seam, or you kind of have a seam right here, and you can see where this overlaps right here, and they weld it from the factory. What I'm going to do is cut it along here, and hopefully that will be the same width as what I need for the back of the racing lawnmower. I will double check it first. If not, this will just go straight in the trailer for scrap. So that's kind of what I'm going for. Obviously it will be in its normal direction. I do want it removable. There are already existing bolt holes on each side. This machine has been chopped quite a bit, so this plate here might actually be just the right size. Really, I could weld it on, but I kind of want to bolt it in place, if I can bolt it in place, if I can get everything lined up correctly, just to make it a little bit easier to remove it when it comes time to do work on the transaxle. You can actually get down in here and do work on the transaxle if this was welded, but yeah, we'll see. But that's pretty much where we're sitting at right now. I might have a surprise coming up for the steering wheel. I gotta wait and see on that. That won't be released on video for a few months, but I'll have to wait and see on Tuesday if I get what I'm hoping I'm going to get for this. It's going to be something different, and actually I think it's going to look kind of cool on here if it will fit. That's a whole another story, but I'm more going for the cool factor than practicality. So anyways, that's where we are on the racer for right now. Engine's coming out. I'm going to put the V-twin in, get that bolted in. Hopefully I can straighten up this bracket right here, or that mount, that heat shield, whatever it is. Put that back to where it was, so the battery will actually fit in here without any issues. I can actually get the battery in and out. That's the whole goal of doing this. And this engine here will eventually be going up for sale. It's just too nice of an engine to use in this machine. That's the main reason why I don't want to use it. So I don't want anything really bad to happen to this engine. This engine is probably worth about a $400 bill all by itself. So that's the reason why I'm going this route, and that's the reason why I've decided to pull it back out. Also, for some of the cabling, having the V-twin will be a little bit easier. The exhaust will definitely be easier, and overall space under the hood with the V-twin, it should actually be a lot nicer. So anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. Just a quick update. The machine's looking a little bit on the bare side. I do have the transmission ready to go in. I don't know if I'm going to get it put in yet. There's a little bit more fabrication I got to do at the back. I just got to figure out, get everything lined up again, and get the transmission bolted in, get the hub extensions on, and get the tires put on. Really, if I wanted to, I could actually make this machine a roller by the end of the weekend. It is a long weekend, but for me, I still work Monday regardless. I could actually make this a roller by the end of the weekend. I don't know if that's going to happen, but it's probably going to be fairly close to doing it. I'd like to do a couple more things on a few other machines in the meantime, once I get this engine pulled, and then come back to this and see what happens tomorrow. So anyways, that's pretty much it. So talk to them later. Please keep it redneck like always, and please subscribe and comment.